All right, here we are. Good morning. Here we go. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. We're going to add a little step touch, just a nice slow one to start with. Maybe make those elbow movements a little bigger and then bring those shoulders into it, big circles, and then swing them. And you can start to pick up that pace a little bit. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to the right in 4, 3, here you go. Add a little hamstring curl on the end. We're going to leave it here, hamstrings only. Bicep curl. Bring those knees in front. 3, 2, back to those hamstrings, and let's do a little tricep press. Move it into knee lift. And hamstrings for 4. Knee lifts for 4. Hamstrings for 2. Knees for 2. 1 hamstring, 1 knee. 1 hamstring, 1 knee. Good. This time, not yet. In a moment, we're going to go back to 2 knees and 2 hamstrings in 4, 3, 2, 2 knees, 2 hamstrings, 4 knees, 4 hamstrings, 4 knees, stay here. Bring that knee up and across, little twist at your waist. In a moment, we'll stay on the right and double time it. 4, 3, 2, here you go. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Hamstring curls. Turn that into a step touch. Swing those arms. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to the left in 4, 3. Here you go. And again, add that hamstring if you want. Stay here, hamstrings only, press with your triceps. Good. Knee lift, sorry. Hamstring curl. Knee lifts. Four hamstrings, 4 knees, 4 hamstrings, 4 knees, cutting that in half, 2 hamstrings, 2 knees, 2 hamstrings, 2 knees. Now see if you can go the opposite, if that worked out for you. Oh, singles, sorry. Knee, hamstring, hopefully you're on the other leg, if I counted correctly. In a moment, we're going to turn this back to 4 knees in 4, 3, 2, 4 knees, 4 hamstrings, and now stay at knees. Crisscross, up and over, knees, twisting at your waist. In a moment, we'll stay on that left and double time in 4, 3, 2, here you go. 2 more. Just a little hamstring curl and then a step touch. 4, 3, 2, wide legs. Let's come down, hands on those thighs. We're gonna round it under and lengthen it out. We're gonna round it under and lengthen it out. One more time, round it under, lengthen that tailbone, pull those abs in. Awareness there. Right shoulder drops in, look up and over to the left. Back through center, opposite direction. And back through center. And one more time. Good. Chest is up. We're lifting it all the way up. Shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to walk those feet in just a little bit. They're going to stay wide in a little V. Abs drawn in. We're just doing a little calf raise here. No big deal. Give it a little momentum though. Joy. Yay, I see joy. 4 more like that. Last 2, last one. Woo, hold that balance way up on those tippy toes. Beautiful. Start walking them together. Get your heels to touch. Lower them down. Lift them up, lower them down. Try and keep the heels squeezed together throughout this range of motion. So when you come up, you're rather than separate them, they're together. So legs are straight, legs are straight. It's a heel raise. Legs stay straight. There we go. And you should feel this in your calves by now, I hope. 3, 2, and 1. Stay up. Woo, bring that down. Bring your feet into parallel. We're not quite done with those. We're going to lift again. Little joy. Woo, joy. 4, 3, 2, we're going to stay up again, find that balance, bring it down. Last thing, we're going to go pigeon toe, a little awkward. Just want to work them a little different way. We're going to raise up and come down, raise up and come down. Try and have some control as you lower your heels, not just plunking down. Two more. And then we'll stay up, find that balance, hover, hover, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Let's give those calves a really quick little stretch here. If you want to use your chair, that's fine. Left leg forward, right leg back. Heel in line with your toes, so a nice straight line in your body. Bend that back knee a little bit, roll up on your toes. Toes out, heel in, bend that knee and roll up. Toe in, heel out, bend that knee and roll it up. Right leg forward, left leg back. Lunge it, bend it, roll it up, heel in, toe out, and a bend, and then a roll up. And then one more time, toes in, heel out, and roll it up. Turn that chair to face you. We're going to do a nice little set of tricep push-ups to start with. So hands on the outside of the chair. Find your plank position. So you don't want the hips way back here, and you definitely don't want sagging. So from your head to your heels, you're a straight line. Give me an extra effort of pulling those abs in. Then bend your elbows backwards and press them straight. Almost there. I didn't fall asleep. Oh, hinge it back. Then those knees, put your left arm in the chair. Let that right arm open. Bend your left knee, open towards the sky. And then right hand comes into the chair. Bend that right knee. Left arm is going to sweep up. And bring that down. Stretch it out just a little bit, rock and roll, cat-cow a couple times. All right, we are gonna do that shoulder. No, you know what? We won't worry about that because we'll use that with the bands. Never mind. All right, we're gonna do some arabesquing. So I want you to take your band, step into it with your left leg for me, please. And then bring the band into the same hand, into your left hand. And as always, when we have the bands, we're just trying to keep it between our index and our thumb. Step forward with your opposite leg. And then you might end up using the chair. You can have it close by. We're going to start by hinging and making sure we're a long straight line, right? So my left knee is bent enough that I'm not rounded, nor am I up here, right? So my left knee is bent. And then I'm going to bring my right leg is bent. I'm going to bring my left arm down a little bit. And I'm going to tap and lift, tap and lift. Now, if you want, at the same time, your hand that's holding the band can lift up. It doesn't have to, might not be able to. My band is a little bit petite for this. Standing leg should feel this in the glute and the hamstring a bit. Working leg should feel it in the glute and the low back. And let's bring that up and switch legs. So again, we're going to step on that band, opposite foot. We're going to bend the standing leg, which I think is your left leg now. And then again, we want to find that long line in the body. If we're able to bring that hand forward, that's great. If your band is a little short for that, just leave it underneath your shoulder and try and push ahead just a little bit every time. Make sure that standing leg stays bent, spine is long, abs are in. And bring that down. Leave the band in your right hand. Step into the band with your left foot. Bend your right knee. Give me a little lunge over to the right. Palm facing me. And now we're going to lift, turn your toes in. We're going to lift the heel of the left leg. And we're going to lift and lower. Outer hip this time, right? A minute ago we were back. This is to the side. And now, if you can, give me a bicep curl with that right arm. Make sure your right knee has a nice bend in it so the quad is active right now. Try and keep the toe turned in of the left leg to work that outer hip area and make sure that leg is straight. Otherwise, you're going to feel that down in your calf, your outside of your calf, your peroneals. Last two, last one. See if we can hold it up here, hovering for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, bring that up. I hope your hips are feeling as if, gosh, I wish Flo would give us a stretch. All right, switch the band. So now your right foot and your left hand. Again, that left hand is facing. We're going to bend the right knee with, or left leg, bend the left knee. As we step out, this leg is straight, your right leg is turned in, and we give a little bicep curl if that works for you as you lift that leg. Keep that back leg nice and straight, toe pointed down. Once again, so we're working that outer hip area. Standing leg stays bent. Just a few more. Good. Let's see if we can hover, stay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, bring that down. Okay. Yes, let's take an opportunity to give those legs a quick little stretch, or those hips. So right over left, push your hips back, arch your spine, sit into it, and then round your back, tuck your hips under, press that chair away. So a cat stretch, and then back into that cow, tailbone out, shoulders back and down. Bend that standing leg a little more, and then bring it up. Let's go the other way. Left ankle over right, bend it, sit into it. Stick that tailbone way up in the air, get a little elongated spine. So when you look, you should be concave instead of convex. And then round into your cat stretch. Good, and then sit into that cow again. Very nice, stand it up. All right. So a minute ago, we did some tricep push-ups. We're gonna do those again. But this time, before we head into that, we're gonna bring that band across our upper back into our hands. And we're gonna bring our hands down on that chair so that you feel tension already in that band, right? Oops. Make sure you can hold your chair and your band at the same time. And then find that push-up position and same thing. But this time, every time you come up, you should feel a little extra tension. And relax. Ooh, you can take that band off for a second. Let's open those arms. T position, flex the palms back towards the wall. Get a little bonus stretch there. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to sit in that chair for a second. Doing your best to keep your posture tall, so you might sit a little bit towards the front of the chair. Put the foot across your right foot. Put the band across your right foot. Sorry. Hold the band in your right hand. And for now, just kind of keep that to your side. But have enough tension so that when you straighten this leg, you know, the band is pretty tight. And you're going to bend the knee and press it. Just a little teeny bend and press. And then we're going to make it more challenging, because when you straighten that leg, you're also going to straighten the arm tricep. Bend, straighten. So you should feel your right quad and your right tricep. Make sure you're still sitting tall. If you started to collapse, maybe grab hold of the opposite knee to keep you supported. And this is more about the straightening than the bending, right? So keep that leg where I can see it. Yeah, better. Two more. And relax. Woo, hopefully that quad and that tricep got some love there. As you drop over and let that right leg drop off, tuck it behind you. At the same time, bring that right arm behind you, and then just lean both over to the left. Nice. Come on back through center. Band across the bottom of your left foot for me, please. And then band in your left hand with some tension already. Bring it up. You might have to add some tension. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. When you straighten that leg, give it a moment so you really feel that quad. And then when you're ready, you add that straight arm. Do your best to sit tall. Almost there. And relax. We're going to shift over. Let that left hip drop off the chair. Tuck it under. We're going to bring that left hand to the left elbow. Left shoulder. I don't know what's wrong. Where am I? Beautiful. All right, come on back through center. We're going to bring the band underneath both feet this time. And leave the feet down for now. We're going to crisscross I'm gonna do a little bit of upper back posture work. So hinge forward, but make sure you're not rounded. So even grab your knees and extend in a cow, right? And then elbows wide, we're just lifting them here, right? If you need to, create a longer tail, bring those hands a little closer. Make sure that band is secure underneath your feet. We're going to add on. So you're going to lift your elbows. Now you may have to take some slack, extend them, right? Lift them, extend them out. So now I'm working my triceps again, but this time my pinkies are facing the ceiling if they weren't last time, right? When we did the previous exercise. And you might even start to feel a little shoulder stuff going on. Make sure your head is really relaxed, or your neck is relaxed. Just 2 more. Leave it out here. Triceps, press, press, press. Straighten, straighten, straighten. 4, 7, 22, 8, 9, 10, 6, 2, 1. Oh, shake that out. Roll those shoulders. Big backstroke arm. Other arm. Palms open again. Press and squeeze. All right. And now let's come up to a standing position, please. All right. So we're going to bring that band across the bottom of the right foot again. And then we're going to play, probably have to play with where this needs to be. But I want you to bend both knees, standing leg, left leg bends. And then I'm going to start with my hand on the back of the chair. I may have to flip my chair around, because what I'm going to do with that right knee bent is then straighten that leg backwards. So bend and straighten. Now, if I tip too much, I'm going to kind of cheat myself, right? So I want to try and keep that booty under. Press that leg straight. Press it straight. Left leg stays bent. You might pull your chair over. I am. Last 2. Last one, leave that leg straight. Lift it up a little bit. Give me the tiny bend and push. Push through the heel and push. Push. And relax. Woo. Take that leg you just worked, that right leg, cross it over the left. Send the hips to the right and the arm up and over to the left. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So again, I'm going to stand on the band to start with my left foot. I'm going to bend that right knee. And then again, I'm going to try and find, where it works that I can hold. Maybe hold on to that chair. Keep the right knee bent. Bring that left leg up and kick it straight out. Right behind me. Press through that heel, ribs in, abs in. Almost there. And bring that down. We'll cross that left leg, left ankle over the right, left arm up and over, hips come left, arms go right. Beautiful. Let's double up that band for a little more challenge. If you have a kind of heavy band, you can go single. I may have to go back to single, we'll find out. Bring that under your armpits. And then, like Jethro holding on to his suspenders. Jethro didn't have suspenders. All right, legs are nice and wide, toes are turned out. We're just gonna go into our plie. And then as you're ready, you're gonna add a chest press. So hands come forward. As you come down, feel that in your pectorals right through here. For a little more challenge, you could be up on your tippy toes, or you could come heels down, up on your toes. Make sure that tailbone is staying nice and long. And if you feel like you can't get much range of motion, I switched out and I went single on mine. So you're welcome to have a longer tail, or excuse me, have it single, but just have a nice long tail. Couple more here. Good, last two. Last one, let's just stay down and give me a little pulse. Tiny pulse here with the arms. And if you want to match it with the legs, do that. And relax. Woo. Leave that band. Actually, don't leave that band behind you. Bring it in front of you for a second. Palms are facing and open. So you're getting a stretch of the chest. And relax that down. All right, we are bringing our bands with us as we come down to the ground. And no chairs. No chairs. All right. Starting out, as you lie down, all you're going to do is put the band across the arch of the right foot. And then we're going to hold that with our right hand, trying to get that elbow on the ground. Pretty tight. Actually, let's go ahead and bend that right leg, right? And then press the heel to the sky. So we've worked the back side of the body quite a bit already. Just a little bit more here, because, you know, why not? And then if you want to add on, bring your thumb towards your face as you kick the foot up, right? So you're getting a little bit of bicep here also. Good, leave that leg where it is, just bicep. Small, tiny range of motion. You might barely see my fist moving. Just 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, and relax it. We're gonna switch it up and bring that band across the bottom of the left foot, and then into the left hand. Bend the knee so that you can start with tension, right? And then press the heel straight. And when you're ready, as you straighten that leg, you're also going to bring that thumb closer to your chest, bicep, tiny little bicep range. And let's relax that. All right. We're going to go ahead now. Fold that band in half again. And we're going to lay it across our hips. Sorry, technical challenges here. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to take one hand through that fold, and then the other hand is going to, on those loose ends, hold. And I drape that across my hips. So before we go into this bridge with feet hip distance apart, all 10 fingers on the ground, wrist on the ground, forearm, elbows, triceps, and shoulders. And then push the hips up, and do that without letting the hands lift up. Then you're going to lower the hips maybe an inch and push up and push up and press and press. Now, obviously your triceps are working, they're stabilized and they're holding. They're keeping you from lifting that arm. So kind of a different type of work for them, isometric. 4, 3, but glutes should be working 2 and 1. Relax that for a second. All right. Similar, but just single leg this time. So keep those hands down. Again, all 10 fingers, your wrist, forearm, elbows, shoulders, and triceps, and then we lift. And all we're going to do is straighten that left leg so it's touching the right knee. And same thing, we push up and push up. If you want to add on, you could come up on tippy toes of the right foot, or if you wanted to be mean, you could come up on the heel of the right foot. And relax. Whew. Left leg down. Both hips up, right leg extends, keep it glued to that left, and we press again. And again, you have options to lift your heel or your toes to make this a little more challenging. And relax. Ooh, let's let those arms come out into that stick up position. Just a little passive little stretch here. And then bring those arms across your body, right over left, give yourself a hug. And then left over right, give yourself a hug. Very nice. Okay. Let's do a little ab work. So band is going to be a little more than shoulder width apart, and it's folded in half for now. Deep breath in. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Let's stack those legs in tabletop and extend the arms and the legs opposite directions. And then just tap the band to the knees and reach for just simple double leg stretch here. Now, if you wanted to, again, depending on how long your band is, you could play with the possibility of doing double leg stretch with that band across the feet, right? So that you extend and then you bend, you extend and then you bend. You're going to want to push out a little bit on the bands for a little extra traction here. If this doesn't really do much for you, you're welcome to just stick with what we were doing a minute ago. Last 2. Last 1, hold in that up position no matter what you're doing. And then bring that in. And once again, make sure your band is folded. Bring it on the front of the right thigh. Hands reach long. So we've done this one before, leg, single leg press or pull. Pull. I'm going to reach my fingers toward my ankle. At the same time, I'm going to bring my right knee in, but you're not going to see much movement because I don't really want either side to win. The left leg is going to extend and extend and extend. If your neck is bugging you, you can certainly try this from down here. That left leg extending is giving you some extra resistance, and push and push and push. And 2 and 1, bring it all down, band to your left thigh. Again, hands are going to reach, right leg is going to stretch, and we press, and we press, and press. Keep it going, head down if you need to. And relax. Bring that band across your shins. Use your biceps to pull the shins down towards you and up towards your face. Maybe take a little rock side to side if that would feel good. And then while you have your feet there, you're going to lasso those feet again. Now, as always, if you need to, you're going to double up for safety, which would mean instead of bringing my band across the feet on the back, I would bring it across the front and then loop it through the arches like that. So I'm going to do that for now. It's a little challenging for me because it makes my band so much shorter, but anyway, just to give you that idea. And then you want to have a lot of tail, right? So that you're really close. Your hands are close to your feet because we're going to rock here, right? So we're going to pull our belly button in. We're going to lift our forehead with control. We're going to rock up to a balanced position. We're going to hold at the top, and then with control, we're going to rock back. So we're going to lift and hold and rock with control. So open leg rocker. Stick your balance at the top, please. Last time, hold it at the top, lift up, try and get your arms by your ears, separate your legs a little bit, flex through the heels, feel a stretch through those hamstrings, listen up. All you're going to do is put the heels on the ground, leave everything else as it is. Straighten out your legs. And then just flip your hands so your palms are facing each other. You're just going to give me a little rowing motion. Shouldn't be a big deal at all because we're, got that single band for now. Just two more, last one. And now I want you to put your knuckles on the ground. Shoulders back and down, and then use that lift through your spine to hinge forward with a long flat back. Head in line with your spine. Maybe you walk your feet a little farther apart. And then bring that back to center. Okay, I'm going to do something I don't usually do. I'm going to do that right now, the exact opposite of that, the teaser. Usually I give you a little more of a warm up than that, but we'll start nicely. If you need to lasso your feet on this one, okay? So if you didn't lasso, I want you to do so now, please. And you're going to use the band to control yourself rolling down a vertebra at a time. So basically a roll up. Deep breath in, exhale, pull your belly button in, use your biceps, use your band, use a lot of deliberate, slow control to come up, sit tall. Inhale. Exhale, roll it on back. If roll-ups are bad for you, you are welcome to go ahead and stay at the top with the knees bent and make this just a roll down, right? All right, next time you're lying down, you get to stay there. Bend your knees, extend your legs straight above you, and elbows are going to go down. And now you're just going to lift and lower your legs. So a double leg lower. With control, you will be able to go a little farther than you usually do because you have the band to help you. But make sure, no matter what, that your low back is staying the same distance from the ground throughout. All right, now lower those legs part way, lift yourself up part way, lift your arms by your ears. And then I want you to see if you could lower both ends of the body. Okay, you know where we're headed. Both ends of the body are going to come up. If that doesn't work for you, go back to either the roll up or the double leg lower. Woo, here we go. Big deep breath in. Exhale, both ends of the body lift at the same time. Find that teaser position at the tip top. Hold that balance. And then both ends of the body come down. Inhale, prepare, exhale, both ends of the body lift, find it, stay as tall as you can through the spine, and then slowly with control, lower it down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, lift it on up, and just keep going here. But again, you have options. You can stay down on the ground and just lift and lower the legs. You can stay down on the ground and just lift and lower the torso. And then let's all come to here. No matter what you have to do to get here, even if you roll over to your side. Once you get here, maybe choke up on your bands a little bit so you can lift those legs higher than your face. and then bend those knees. Ooh, that should feel like a relief. And untangle your feet for now, please. Beautiful. So from here, we'll sit up on those sit bones. We'll pull those abs in. Bring that band, fold it in half, but more than shoulder distance apart. Give me a little exhale to hinge back in your roll down, and then pull those ribs in. We're going to rotate side to side, keeping tension on your band the whole time. If you want, you could go up and over instead of side to side. You're still twisting to each side, but instead of coming across center, you go up and over. Totally up to you. Beautiful. And then next time you come back to center, you're going to take that folded band, bring it behind your legs, and just take a moment and roll down. We're going to bring that band behind our skull at the base of the skull. And then you get to point your elbows to the sky. I normally don't do this, right? So I'm going to allow my arms to help me lift my head, but not by pulling on it like that, just giving myself some support. Deep breath in, exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, and let's meet that with the legs. Then I want you to rotate towards me and open your arms. See how I'm opening and straightening the band? But this elbow is off the ground, and then my back leg is going to reach and extend. Inhale back to center, twist away from me, stretch the band. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to me, stretch and straighten the band. And just keep that going, please. Good, good, good. And then come on back through center, hug your knees in, and come on up onto all fours. You're going to fold that band in. Well, it was already folded in half. You're going to take that fold across your right foot. Then you're going to bring the tail into your left hand. Okay? So then I'll come down here. So the band is in my left hand and across my right foot. Whoops. All right, first thing I want you to do is press that right heel to the sky. Try and get that foot, the band across the arch of the foot. There we go. Sorry. There we go. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind. Bring it straight leg, right? That'll make a little more sense. The band is in your left hand. You're just going to lift, keep that band lift, or keep that foot lifted, and that left hand off the ground if you can. So it's like a bird dog, only we're kind of only using that right leg. Unless your band happens to be quite long and allows you to extend that left arm forward. If you want to add on, tap and lift the toes. And at the same time, bring that left thumb towards the front when you lift. And relax. All right. Now that band comes across the bottom of the left foot and across your backside so that it ends up in your right hand, over and down. And then again, actually, you know what? It can come through your legs. I usually do this single. I was trying something different. All right, so straighten out that left leg, right? And then that right arm can come forward a little bit. And then if you want to add on, you lift and lower that left leg. So spinal extension here. and relax. That did not go as well as planned. Can you tell? All right, let's take a quick moment and press back. Let our hips sit back on our heels for a moment. And then round it forward in a cow and roll it back in a cat. And then the last thing we'll do before we stretch is to bring that band back under our armpits again. Long tail. Bring your elbows down, but make sure you can get your pinkies on the ground. So you're not, the band is not so tight that you can't do that. And then you choose your favorite forward plank, but make sure you feel that tension right at your upper back. And then all I want you to do is round the back and squeeze it, round it, squeeze it, round it, squeeze it, round, squeeze, round, squeeze. So you will see movement in my hips, but it's coming from that shoulder. So try and keep the hips more quiet. Try and just initiate it at the shoulders, right? So that right where you feel that band across your back is where you want to feel that work. Beautiful. Let's come on over onto our spine. We're going to lasso the right foot. You have lots of options. For safety, it goes across the top of the foot and crisscrosses back behind the arch. Regular is just across the arch. And for a little kind of additional stretch, you can put the whole foot into the band, basically parallel with the band. And then I'm holding on to that with my right hand, shoulder on the ground. And then we're going to flex the ball of the foot towards the sky, and then the toes will point up. And then the toes come back, the ball of the foot comes back, and the heel flexes up. So we're going to ball of the foot, toe to the sky, toe back, ball of the foot back, heel up. And then one more time, ball of the foot, toe, leave that leg pointed, bring your elbow to the ground, your right elbow, let that leg hang in space. So inner thigh stretch. If I want more hamstring, I'm going to bring it closer toward the top of my mat. Then reach over with your left hand, bring that back to center, straighten out your left leg, flex through the heel, turn the left toes in toward the left. Feel once again that stretch all the way across the side body, put the left elbow on the ground and let that leg hang in space, outer hip stretch. And reach over with the right hand, bring everything back through center, both hands on the band. I'm going to bring it in so that my knee is bent and I'm really, really pulling down on that band and flexing that heel towards the sky. And then I'm going to try and keep it that close and straighten the leg, right? So deep, deep hamstring stretch. And then I'm going to move out of that band and simply drape the right leg across the left, drag it in, grab my left hamstring without the band. I'm going to point and flex, and just that way I'll notice the difference in a minute and maybe give some rotations. And then finally, cross knee over knee, give it a big hug, bring it slightly up and over towards that left shoulder. Keep those knees crossed tightly and up close to your chest. And then finally, knees drop left. As you come back through center, take a moment, straighten both legs, see if that right one is a little happier, and then we'll lasso the left leg, however you did on the right side, right? So parallel with the band, perpendicular, safety, cross, crisscross. Hold on to it with your left hand, and let's push the ball of the foot towards the sky, followed by the toes. And then the toes come back, ball of the foot, heel up, and then ball of the foot up, toes up, point, and then curl them back, 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 flex through that heel, and one more time, lift, keep the toe pointed, bring that left elbow onto the ground, let that leg hang in space, feel that inner thigh stretch. If you want more with the hamstring, bring it closer to your face. Reach over with the right hand, straighten out the right leg, flex, turn your toes in, bring it across the body, let the right elbow rest on the ground. And then left hand assists as we come back through center. We're going to choke up on that band, deep bend in the knee, pull, and then straighten the leg, trying to keep that same close grip. And then we'll let go of that as we cross left over right. Passive figure 4 into active figure 4, right leg up in the air. We're going to point and flex and rotate, bend it, crisscross deeply, grab that right shin, hug those knees in close and over to the right, and then arms into a T as those knees drop to the right. And then as you're ready, roll on back through center, arms overhead, and then however you want to get there, meet me on your hands and knees, please. We're going to do our staggered cat-cow to start with. So you're going to take a big step forward with your left hand and your right knee. And then you come forward cow and roll back cat. So your hands and knees are staggered. And then walk it all back to square. Then your right hand goes forward and your left knee, same thing, cow, cat. Beautiful. Square it all up, lift it up onto your tippy toes, high plank, push back, down dog, walk it on back. Feel free to pedal out your heels if that would feel good. And then hands on your thighs. One more cat, one more cow or leprechaun. Bring it on up. Thank you.